Richmond City officials confirmed that they've now hired an independent engineering firm to complete a third-party review of what led to the recent water crisis. That contract was finalized Tuesday afternoon, and the mayor's office says it's expected to cost taxpayers $234,000.
There's going to be multiple steps of our process.
That's Jason Hoff with HNTB, which will be leading the probe. He says they're reviewing documentation and will soon travel to the plant to see what failed and what recovered, interview staff, identify shortcomings, and make recommendations for improvement. Preliminary findings could be presented within 2 weeks.
And it's not necessarily due to the fault of one smoking gun or one answer that we'll be able to, pinpoint it to. It's usually multifaceted.
Council members submitted 3 pages of questions to the mayor's administration, including how often do we test redundancies? Why did DPU not have an understanding of how long the reserves would last? What do the water plant maintenance records show? Now, most of them remained unanswered on Wednesday, with the administration saying they will be explored during the after-action review.
In truth, we won't be able to move forward and earn the trust of the city if we don't have a clear, deep dive investigation as to what happened.
The new interim public utilities director, Scott Morris, says that multiple infrastructure repairs are needed at the water treatment plant and that emergency planning and resiliency should be strengthened. Being new in the role, he was unable to provide specifics, but Councilmember Kenya Gibson did have a pointed question.
How crazy is it that this happened? Have you seen this type of thing happen in other municipalities? How alarmed should the city be that we were out without water for a week after a power outage?
I don't think it's a matter of concern. I think it brings to the attention of there improvements to be made and the level of interconnectedness between systems.
Meanwhile, Dwayne Roadcap, who oversees water systems across Virginia with the health department, says that he has never seen a water failure of this magnitude before. How would you respond to that question about how crazy is it that this happened?
Well, I'll reaffirm what I said earlier. It was preventable. It shouldn't have happened. And a small amount of snow or storm event should be prepared for. You should have adequate staff on site. You should have your backup power systems tested. And if the power remained on at the water treatment plant, then this event would not have happened.
And now the city is also hiring more consultants to complete an independent review of their emergency response and communications on a more broader scale. And that investigation will cost an additional $400,000. So in total, these probes will cost more than $600,000. In Richmond, I'm Tyler Lane for CBS 6 News.